Okay.
And she's typing on the phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
Oh.
I didn't mean to scare you.
Okay.
So,
Are you gonna play the intro music?
yeah.
Okay.
After, I'm hoping that I'm like, I hope this mic don't look like I'm just in. Um, I don't know. I just hope the mic. Yeah.
Sees you?
Oh, but well, I hope I'm not in front of the mic.
You want me to look?
You know, well, I got it to the side, so I should be
Okay.
okay. I should be
Don't
okay.
make it like I'm talking to myself.
Hmm?
So don't make it look like I'm talking to myself.
No, you're not. We're just trying to work these things out. I'm doing like 50 million things at one time,
Yes.
y'all. Jesus Christ. I mean,
And I am appreciative of that.
well, I appreciate you, friend.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
Dun dun.
Oh yes, we definitely need that.
I know that's what I'm trying to look for. Oh, here we go. So we have that. Do you even have a connection to our rose for today? Our flower for today? I'm sure once we talk, we'll figure it out.
I am mentally going through every movie that he's been in.
Let's see.
I think I tried to do it this morning and I got distracted. A minute.
There we go. All right. So first off, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. I am Al Pete.
I am Rebecca, aka Crown ReRe. I'm trying to make the connection. My apologies.
No, it's cool. It's cool. So we're Flowers for the Culture, and I asked my friend if I could speak very smallly on what's going on. First off, me and Crown ReRe, individually and collectively, I will say we definitely acknowledge everything that's going on in the climate, from the coronavirus to more specifically the racial equality that's going on right now. So we want to let you guys know that we are not taking that lightly at all, and we stand firmly with all the things going on in regards to it to reverse these racism acts. And we're doing our individual things and collective things to acknowledge it. Okay, so I just wanted to say that because I felt like I need to.
Thank you.
Do you have
Well
any?
put. No, I don't.
You don't?
I'm gonna go into a rant. So.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to go on a rant, but to my people, I just wanted to share that with y'all. So
Yeah, but don't forget, our people, our culture. You are very valued. We love you very much.
Yes, and a lot of things that exist around here would not exist if the African American race people were, that they weren't attached to it. If they wasn't attached to it, a lot of things would not exist.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I just want us to understand that simply the African American people are people.
Yes.
And we just want to be respected. That's all.
That's all.
That is all.
We fought to have you guys treat us civilly, and now we just want to be treated equally.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Simple as that.
So simple.
Here we go. Is it playing? All right. I feel like.
Where's my countdown? Just playing.
No. In 5, 4, 3.
Hello.
We are here, y'all. We are here. We are
Yes.
here. Flowers for the culture, man.
Hmm.
Mr. Alpine again, Crown ReRe. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Hopefully
Appreciate it.
everybody's doing well. How are you, my friend?
I'm fine.
Ah,
So,
I feel the same way.
there's a lot going on in the culture, and Beyonce spoke to me this morning. And when did that go out? When she did her speech? Was that Sunday or
I didn't
Saturday?
see. I saw that she said something, but I don't know
Mm.
exactly what it
Oh,
was.
oh no! You're supposed to put everything down when she speaks to us.
Listen.
And you were a graduate. You should have definitely been listening.
Oh, this is a graduation speech.
Yes.
Starting off right now. Starting off right.
So, if the culture doesn't know, I am sitting next to someone who has graduated class of 2020 with a BS degree
Thank
in
you.
communications.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need to level up. So, next time you see me, I may just have like a big hat or something. I don't know. It's not going to be equal to. But I'm so proud of my friend. So,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
It's on a Beyonce speech, but.
I'm gonna have to go check it out. Is it online or I'm assuming
It's
YouTube?
on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Okay.
Yes, she took a moment to out of her own quarantine and spoke to us just about don't care what anybody says about what you're doing, just keep doing it.
Okay.
But very because I think that we acknowledge her. What I do, I just love her work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's what she was talking about. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that made my day because like I said, there's a lot going on in the culture.
Just some inspiration for people.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else did some speeches? Graduation speeches.
Mm-hmm.
Did Obama do something?
Yes, Obama did some.
Yeah. What did Kevin Hart do? Did he do it too?
I don't think so. Did he?
He spoke for something. I know he spoke. That was the first time he's spoken. I think in my mind, since you know what I'm saying, since the accident. Well, like kind of like
Directly?
publicly,
okay.
publicly spoke. I don't know. I'm a
see him doing that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell him, but I'll go check it out.
Okay.
I go check out the Queen. I'm sorry.
What's going on with that? Just put everything down.
I mean,
it's Beyonce.
Shoot, you already know.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. But I go check it out. I'm sure it's inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she just sound you. I kind of forget that she's a mom, but like you can just hear that this is probably what she tell her kids every day.
Okay.
Because again, she has 3 kids.
Yeah.
Her and Jay-Z, but she has 3 kids.
It's hard to believe that she has 3 kids.
Yeah, I forget all the time. Yeah.
And she got twins. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when I watch Coachella, you got kids? I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how are you, friend?
I'm good, man. Just trying to, still doing the admin Al. Still being admin Allen.
Yes.
And just kind of rolling into the summer, seeing what the deal is, man. I'm trying to enjoy my the celebration.
Yes. As
much as I can. I was gonna try to like slide out of town. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna chill, man, because I'm just very concerned about the whole COVID-19 thing.
I can see that. Now, so are you finna go to a hotel room and like lay somewhere, but you don't know if it's been sprayed correctly or?
And that's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of actions that I'm just like, I mean, it is the fact that you have to like basically pray everywhere you go, and then like. I remember one time I had like a mask on and I had my glasses on, and it was raining. I was like, "This is too much. It's too much going on." I was like, "I just rather be home." So like, I come, here to the headquarters. If I have to go to the grocery store for sure. I haven't jumped back on the gigs yet.
Okay.
So, but that's been a lot of conversation in regards to that.
That's good.
If we should just like jump back in or. Well, I got prior gigs, so I have to do those. Those are coming up starting in July.
Okay.
So I have to do like the gigs that was pushed back and then kind of finish the year. But yeah, man.
Well, wearing a mask is now it's like a fashion. So.
Oh yeah.
Your outfit.
Well, hey, listen, you saw my
I did.
One of my graduation pictures, I had that mask straight around my face.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm like, I remember I said it about a month ago. I was like, listen, if I gotta be wearing masks,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be one of the freshest people on the street. So
Why
I'm
not?
gonna have I'm gonna have different ones. So
Okay.
yeah, but outside of that, everything's cool, man. Just
That's
trucking along, trucking along.
Right. Yeah. That's the same over here.
Same over here. Yeah. It seems like we might need to do a what's our segment? Not the segment, the show. What's good in the culture?
What's in the culture? What's fresh in the culture?
What's fresh in the culture?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It seems like next week we might have to come back and be like round 2.
Sure.
Because
so much going on.
it's a lot going on.
And I'm sure when we come back, it's going to be more stuff going on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
yes, to the culture. Just hit that Instagram and hit that explore page, and you will see everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. I remember at one point I used to go to the explore page and be like, "Oh, okay, this is some cool stuff." Nah, I'm like, man, I'm stay away from
right. Like, what did I search before that made this come up?
Yeah.
Why is this relatable?
Right. To what I like.
Right. Like, how did I connect that? Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't cross over to Twitter, so yeah. I try.
Let me tell y'all something, man. To all my people that's listening, listen, I am Twitter gang all day.
Yes.
But I swear for the past 2 weeks, I've been so sick of Twitter.
I can see that.
It's crazy how Facebook has been to me, my comfort and my safe spot when it comes to social media.
Yeah.
But Twitter,
I'm good at Instagram because I can control. This is a thing, and I'm just a small little rant. Not a rant, but
go for it.
If we are more in detail on how we choose our friends on social media, then when things like this, as far as Black Lives Matter, comes into play, we wouldn't have to delete people because we already know where people stand. That's all I have. Because I haven't deleted any of my friends because most of them see the same point of view that I do. That we just want to matter.
Right.
So even I do have white friends or, of opposite race, but they are still united with the whole thing again is that we just want to matter in the world.
Right.
So right. Yeah, I see people defriending people and blocking people. I never had that issue because I know these people that I am friending. So, yeah. Okay.
Cause everybody wants to be everybody wants to be everybody's friend.
Yeah. If you don't know Plain Jane, more than likely I don't know you. So.
Shouts out to Plain Jane.
Shout out to Plain Jane.
We might have to bring it. Well, no, I already said we have to bring her in. We have to bring her in. So.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see. This is our next segment.
Yes.
I have to press the record button because I didn't press the record button, but it's recording on there.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's totally fine.
What?
No false alarms. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
But it's recording over here, so it's fine.
Wonderful.
All right. So this is our segments. We know how we get down to our new people. We do a Roses a Rose segment. And then after that, we get into our flower segment, which is the person that we're going to give our flowers to. We'll talk about that. And then after that, we do the takeaways. So this segment that we have coming up now is a Roses a Rose segment.
Yay.
So Crown ReRe is going to kick us off.
I am. So this is June. There's a lot of themes going on. Not themes, but we're recognizing a lot of themes. Father's Day, Pride Month, and Black Music Month.
Yep.
So, I wanted to give a rose to Miss Janelle Monáe.
Okay. Janelle
Monáe. Monáe and Left. When I fell in love with her. Black and white. That's all she used to wear.
Yeah.
Like a very long time. I'm representing my parents when they were just custodians. So yes, I'm giving her a rose. If you have not seen her, there's a TV show called Homecoming on Amazon, and she is one of the main characters.
Okay.
So
she does a lot of the narration for some of the small shows that's on there. I'm watching this show on Netflix. What is it called? It's talking about what is Lord, oh Lord. But it was talking about like AIDS, and it was talking about politics and stuff. Like it was like little small 30-minute shows or whatever. But I was listening to the voice that was narrating it, and I was like, wow, that's Janelle Monáe. And it was another show that was on there as well that's talking about like just sex basically, but it's like sex education more so like the raunchy stuff. But she's doing a lot of she's narrating that too.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
She has a great voice, and then she was on a commercial too, a couple of commercials, and it was her voice. And one of the commercials, it was her we saw her talking.
What commercial was that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm so for real.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we know that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Janelle Monáe, like she's crossing over to the to
Mm-hmm.
that aspect of her career, and I think that's great. I mean, with the TV shows,
Yeah.
and the voiceovers.
Yeah, because in Homecoming, I think it's about like people coming back from the army. It's actually based like on a podcast, but it's like people coming back from the army and they end up like in a transition before they go out into like the real world, which I believe that probably need that transition. But it's like they're actually like giving them like drugs, and it's like a whole like mystery thing.
Okay.
And it's season 2 that she's in, but you could actually watch season 2 and then like watch season 1,
right?
Because the way that they flip everything, but she's like really good in that show.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, I love her. She's flawless, honestly.
Yeah, she is. She's dope.
Got a lot going on.
Yeah, I lied.
There's like a scary movie coming out with her in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be out. You know, everything's on demand now. So, and I think Jordan Peele. Yeah. So yes, rose to her.
Yeah, and my first interactions with her, one of my first findings of her was, of course, from Big Boy, from Outkast. So I remember when he did the Purple Ribbon tape,
yes.
And she was on there, and it was funny because I was doing an event. It was like a monthly event, and what was it? I was always playing her song, "Let It Go."
Yes.
Yeah. I played it all. I always play. I was like the ending song of this particular event, and I would always play that song.
Because it's like a lullaby.
Yeah, it's between that and just like, look, I'm letting everything go. Like, and the song she was talking about like how she got fired from her job and I got a golden day. Yeah, that, and it gives that spirit of, okay, I'm just gonna let everything go,
right, and
just kind of be free. So that was my first sightings of Janelle Monáe, and that was like 2000. I was like 9, 10ish.
Yeah, I think that's when she came out.
So she been out. Yeah, she been moving and shaking around these parts. Yeah, and she was doing a lot of work with not a lot of work. Did she do any work with Jadina?
Yeah, classic. Well, I think like her and I think he is on like her record label.
Right. Okay. Yes. Cool.
And then like of course like she brought him out kind of to us, the classic man. So yeah.
Makes sense, especially with like her style and her physique or whatnot, and just the way her range of singing, and to be matched up with Jadina makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I think she has like a whole. I think Saint Beauties is with her too.
Yeah.
Yes, I love them. So.
Okay.
I forgot she was in Hidden Figures. She was like one of the main characters.
That's with Taraji.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like the 3 girls, and who was the third girl?
You play Law and Order.
Oh. Well, I didn't think Law. That's
Taraji and Tyler Perry.
That's kind of like why I said it. I was just like, I kind of threw the alley oop. So.
Yeah, I got it. Done. I got it. But
already.
I forgot. But yeah, it's Hidden Figures. So even when she was like playing like movie roles, I feel like she was like always like either like a main character or like a assistant character.
Yeah.
Yes, flowers to her. And she only covered a variety, which I'm sure y'all guys will see when Eric Roddy posts it again. So, yes.
Wow.
Love her.
Good for her, yeah.
Yes.
She's a dope chick.
Yes.
All right, so you have a second one too.
I do.
All right.
One of my favorite comedians and also a writer. And when I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and Adventures of Old Christine is on TV Land, Wanda Sykes is there.
Okay.
So Rosa Saranda Sykes, she's she's herself all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and she's hilarious. So yes, roses to her as well.
Cool.
And she's also she also plays in the TV show that we will be talking about today when we give her flowers.
I'm sitting while we talking. I'm sitting here trying to do like this whole 6 degree of separation.
With Wanda Sykes.
I know, like how is she like attached to our person, and if that person is attached to.
Oh no, I found the person that person attached to.
You already got it.
I got it.
Damn. One of these days, I think. Listen, this and first off, this is episode 10. We made it to 10.
Yay!
So I think out of one, like I've only had one episode where I beat ReRe to the punch.
I think so.
I know so.
Okay.
Every other time, every time you have been like on point with it.
Yeah.
So I'm like the co-investigator. Okay, y'all. I'm Ice T. I'm like, yeah, he did it.
Right. No problem. Just call me Liv.
I'm with it.
So yes, just a rose to her. She is hilarious, like I said, and I wake up and watch. I'm getting older because I'm watching TV like my grandmother used to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Adventures of Old Christine. She is the black friend, and she's hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So my rose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it to Anthony Hamilton.
Hey.
And I'm giving it to him in honor of Black Music Month.
Yes.
So I thought about this because I was watching a panel.
Mm-hmm.
There was a panel discussion that was on yesterday, and Anthony Hamilton was one of the guests on there. It was with Diana Williams,
Mm-hmm.
a couple other people from some record labels, but the panel discussion was about is Black Music Month still relevant?
Mm.
And it was funny because somebody in the comments was like, "How dare you say that? I hate that line." I'm like,
it's a question.
I'm like, it makes perfect sense. So, and the stuff that they was talking about, I was like, I mean, just with the racial equality.
Yeah.
And like I was explaining, shouts out to Hendrix Monet,
Hey.
and with Shit Talk No Fragrance with the panel discussion that she had with the fellas.
Yeah.
And I was telling them, I was like, racism, acts of racism doesn't necessarily have to mean like somebody in your face calling you a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's not.
Like it exists in so many ways, and for me,
Mm-hmm.
the corporate aspect of it is where I experience a lot of it.
Right.
So when they was talking about that black music and like how much money does black music bring to the table, and hip hop being a number one like genre of the world.
Yes.
So with all that being said, I think it was fitting to have somebody like Anthony Hamilton on there talking about it, and just understanding where he comes from with it. I mean, because the music that he has, it definitely, he has very great music. First off,
It's your soul.
I mean, yeah. First off, he has great music. And this is one of my favorite songs. Matter of fact, this is my favorite song.
It's one of my faves.
Woo. Listen, the truth. So, he has a very rich sound, but you can tell by the way he moves and like the way he presents himself is so independent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just very great for him to be like, had this independent status about him.
Yeah.
And he was talking about a lot of that on the panel discussion, man. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, I remember when Charlene first came out, I don't think I was musically mature enough. I was like, what is he talking about? But once about the album, I was like, oh, this whole thing is like this. And this is soul music. And yeah. I saw him perform live. Wonderful.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, what was that?
It was here. And I think it was, oh my God, what album was that? I can't think of the album that he performed. Oh, hold on, I have to find that because like the music went on and he did like a cappella, and it was like one of the best performances that I went to. And,
Listen, I imagine having him on the show. I mean, like, well, of course that too. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't nobody add. I love this song. This is my first time. I'm playing the song because this is the first time I've heard of Anthony Hamilton.
Was on here?
Yes.
Well, you know what? When you like go back, like you would hear him singing on choruses, but maybe did not even know it was him.
Yeah. I didn't know who he was. Well, when I saw the video, I was like, All right, cool. Like this is Anthony Hamilton. Oh, this
Yeah.
sound is great. But oh yeah, as far as show wise, him, Music Soul Child,
Of course.
Raheem Devon, like all three of them in the show together.
Raheem Devon has to be after 10.
After what now?
After 10 o'clock.
But I mean,
Having a baby.
I think it'd be a great balance. Like it
Yeah,
just,
I agree.
I just think all three of them have like this music, and it's like their own. Like they have the soul. All three of them have their soul, but it's just like they different type of soul. But Anthony Hamilton got like that song "Cornbread, Fish and Collard Greens."
Yes.
Like that's
South.
yeah.
Soul.
So yeah.
Yes, when he came here, it was The Point of It All, which is one of my favorite albums. And yes, I went by myself, and I had so much fun.
Why'd you go by yourself, friend?
Back then, like if you like soul music, you couldn't actually find somebody else that likes soul
Oh
music.
yeah, that's how we became
Yeah.
how we officially became friends.
It is. Through Mr. Leon Bridges.
That's correct.
Nobody knew who he was. I was so
Yeah.
excited. They were just like, "I'm sorry, who?" So, but yes, it was a wonderful.
I thought that was great. Like
Yeah.
when you hit me up about that, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. But when I listen to Anthony Hamilton, I have to listen to him like all day. It's never just like one album. It's like consistently. Yes.
Yeah. I try to play when I do weddings
Mm-hmm.
or like if I'm doing like a special dance for like somebody's birthday and the husband and the wife or the boyfriend girlfriend want to do like a special dance and if I got the choice to do it,
Yeah.
it's Anthony Hamilton. It's like Best of Me, The Truth. What's the song we just got? So in Love.
Yes.
So in Love. Yeah, just those type of those sounds and just that feel because you knew it was coming from somewhere. So
it sounds like you're right. That's not concerned. Because
yeah.
like you would, even if you're not in a relationship, ladies, listen to Anthony Hamilton, like you feel like somebody loves you out there. It could be probably nobody, but still.
I mean, just
it
like
just feels like that when you listen to him.
yeah, So in Love, like that's definitely a song that you play when you like you announce man and wife.
Yes.
I'm glad the it's over.
And my mother, shout out to her, she played Mama Knew Love. She played it at our church because she was tired of hearing Boyz II Men Mama song. So she took Mama Knew Love and she made that. She kind of cut it here and there, but yeah. She was like, I can't have y'all play Boyz II Men one more year.
Wow.
So shout out to her for that bravery.
Yeah, I mean but that's great though. But
yeah,
look, man, your mama got taste.
She does.
Shouts out to mom, man.
Shout
My
out to her.
mom got that good that good intellectual taste.
She does.
I love it.
She was like, if I hear Boyz II Men one more time with soul
Right.
food.
But I mean, I think people need to make more songs about like moms or something.
Yeah, well, 2 Chainz has Kendrick Lamar, Mama Hit a Lick, so that's something.
What's it? No, you talking about Mama Proud?
Yeah, that
I just
one
want to
too.
make my mama proud.
2 Chainz always got songs about his mama.
Well, I'm talking about a propane.
Mama Hit a Lick.
Right. You so damn hip hop.
I know. This is my soul. It's gonna be a caption one day.
Yeah, that's Mama.
You're probably gonna call me like, you did what?
Yeah, what is a lick?
What does that mean?
Mama, this is what this means.
Right, I'm gonna have to screenshot the Urban Dictionary.
Right.
So yeah. So roses to you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. So we are here for our are we ready?
Yes,
You can do the introduction?
I am.
We cue this up.
Sure.
All right, you have 8 seconds to well,
Okay. I think I
when you
can.
hit up I mean, we can go back over it. It's just I
I was
love
trying to perfect.
I love how the fact that we just like the countdown that we do
Right.
and then like the drum roll.
Mhm.
Listen, I got Law and Order down pat.
Right.
If I can get them cues together, I'd be a little bit tighter, but it's
This
cool.
last episode, I laughed so hard, even after we recorded.
Listen, I laugh at every damn show that we do.
We are hilarious. We know it.
Listen, comedy tour coming soon.
It's coming.
Virtual style.
Because we only need, 10% in the building?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all we need.
Yeah. So.
I'm so ready for it too. I'm only doing like 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh no.
You gotta do like
Oh, okay.
how many you gonna do?
6. I'm gonna come on a minute before you.
No, I'm opening up for you.
Oh no.
That's not gonna happen.
We're standing there together.
Okay, okay, so we do it together.
Yeah.
We can do 10 minutes easily.
Okay.
Oh, that's too much.
That's too much.
All right, cool. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
FFTC note made.
Right.
All right,
yes.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
We are giving our roses to Mr. Anthony Anderson. Flowers.
I thought it had to. It's all good. Though. I'm
Oh,
doing
okay.
it. So yeah, Anthony Anderson,
Our TV dad.
a TV dad. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
It's Father's
Yeah, it's Father's Day. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So darn, did we miss any acknowledgments of this month as far as like holidays?
Oh yes.
What?
June 19th.
Oh man, no, we did that at the, huh?
Is it the 19th?
It's the 19th.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we did that at the beginning of the show.
Oh yes, we did.
Yeah, we did. So
we are free.
we are totally fine with that. Yeah, we acknowledge
okay.
that.
Just wanted to make sure.
So real quick before we get into Anthony Anderson,
Mm-hmm.
so my birthday is on July 4th.
Yeah.
And everybody is always.
Oh, you will have to change it. Nah.
It's like for years it's been so funny because everybody be like talking extremely mad crap on Independence Day.
Right.
But when they find out it's my actual birthday,
An African American man was born.
An African American man was born on Independence Day.
Oh, that's my best friend's birthday too. Oh wow. Okay.
Best friend is
She's a she.
A she. Okay, cool. I mean, listen, I got a best friend that's a she, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, nevertheless,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're faced with.
So how can you celebrate but not celebrate? Because we're not wearing red, white, and blue. We're wearing all
Well,
black.
I mean, I don't, listen, it's the day that I was born, so it's nothing can really change on that.
Right.
You don't have to observe the holiday, but it's a day off from work. So I feel like people should still celebrate in that regards. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be July 4th for you to celebrate a day. Like, just because you wake up and put food on the grill don't mean that you're celebrating.
I think regardless of the day, someone's going to put food on the grill.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think no one is not going to have barbecue chicken on the 3rd or the 4th.
That's what I'm saying. And the 4th is on a Saturday too? Come on, man.
Yeah.
So I'm sure people probably going to observe it that Friday, which means people got a 4-day weekend.
Which it is a holiday. So yeah, I think people are still gonna.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but if people was like about it like that, they wouldn't do all that. But
that's true.
Most of these hotels be around here still.
Not hotels.
Stay woke.
Okay. I'm still laughing.
Stay woke.
I'm awake.
All right.
I'm
cool.
awake.
So speaking of Anthony Anderson, since we're talking about Juneteenth and all that,
there was an episode out there for it.
It was and we're referring to Blackish.
Yes.
One of his many accomplishments that he's had.
Yeah.
I see on here now it says season 6, so that means we've had 6 seasons.
Yes, but we're
close to
season 7.
Huh?
We are renewed for season 7.
Oh, so that means we're getting close to 9.
Yes.
All right,
so excited.
9 is the mark.
Listen, ABC, if y'all cut them off at 7, I'm gonna be so upset.
Right. Because 2 shows have spun from that.
Yeah.
We spoke on one, which was Black AF.
Yes.
And then you have
Mixish, and we have Grownish.
And Grownish, yeah.
Yes.
So it was Blackish. Grownish, Mixish. Mixish, and then Black AF. So, yeah, ABC, we need about 5 more seasons of this.
We do. If we can get to 10, that'd be lovely.
I was kind of waiting to see if anybody and correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't like fully watched Blackish,
Mm-hmm.
but I was kind of waiting to see if I would see somebody that was in Blackish in Black AF. But I don't know the characters
No.
like that.
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't. Well, I know faces, so I couldn't tell you names.
Right. No, but I think people were doing the comparison because like Anthony Anderson or Dre on the TV show, you know how he's like in his advertising agency, he has like the round table and people are like talking and giving him ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
That was the same in Black AF when he was sitting like at the writers table and stuff.
Okay.
So it was those comparisons, but nobody directly that I can remember from both shows.
Okay, cool. So you want to do a rundown?
Sure.
Of where he's from and
yes, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
So yeah,
you do it great. You do those things well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Anthony Anderson is an American actor, comedian, writer, and game show host. He also started his own short-lived sitcom all about the Andersons. I don't remember that. It was only one season. As well, the ABC sitcom Blackish and the Fox sitcom The Bernie Mac Show during its 5th and final season. And he is one of the people who were in the same room with Aaliyah when Romeo Must Die. Yeah. Don't ever talk about that.
But he's been around for a minute, though.
He has.
Like, to me, Anthony Anderson just plays like these random parts. But to me, Blackish was like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like the one.
Yes. He's our TV dad, like I said. Because I can't. Which I watch a lot of TV, but I don't think I can. I mean, if you want to count Terrence Howard and Empire, you can go ahead.
Talking about TV dads?
He was a dad.
I mean, but was he a great representative of a dad? Like,
people have their opinions about him. I don't know, but some people may be like, you know what, that represents my dad. So I don't know.
I get yeah.
Okay.
I
tried.
Hey, listen.
But
but Terrence Martin always has like this. He has this stigma on him because all other roles that he's done. I mean, think about the role in Best Man.
Yeah.
Think about the Whoop That Trick movie.
Oh, Hustle and Flow, which is again Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Hustle and Flow and Empire are like the same thing.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Well, yeah.
It is the same thing.
It is the same thing.
The person who did Hustle and Flow should have been mad at.
Hold on. Was Anthony Anderson in Hustle and Flow?
He was.
Oh,
I didn't even think about that. That wasn't even the one. High five, Fred.
Anthony Anderson.
I wasn't even thinking about
Anthony
that.
Anderson was in the movie with Terrence Howard and Taraji.
Yeah.
Taraji.
Taraji P. Henson. Oh, you want to go ahead?
No.
Okay.
Y'all already know. Because I'm finishing, friend.
Taraji P. Henson played in a Tyler Perry directed movie called I Can Be Bad All By Myself.
Yep.
And there is your connection. That was even 6 degrees. That was like 2. I have another one, but we'll do it later. But yes.
Oh, you got another one?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, wow. Listen, I'm proud of my one.
Yay!
My one for the show. Listen, Crown ReRe, she'll hit you about the blue. And listen, I have no problem with her hit me up and be like, yo, I got a connection. And be like, dun, dun. And I'd be like, and I sent her the Law and Order picture.
Yes.
I'd be like, go for it, friend.
You should like screenshot that and share it. It's like random times, I tell you.
I love it.
We'll figure that out. But
okay,
yes.
cool.
Yes, and Blackish has been going on for 6 seasons.
Okay. So I have a lot of catching up to do.
Yes, you do. But it's so nice to binge watch because it's like us.
Mm-hmm.
You have Tracy Ellis Ross on there, the wonderful Jennifer Lewis, when she calls herself the Hollywood Black Mom. She's also always be a mom.
I love the fact of Lawrence Fishburne too.
Yes.
Like he wasn't technically the dad. Well,
he was on there, but he wasn't on there.
Yeah, he's just playing the grandfather.
Yeah, but he also does like writing or directing or production.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what involvement does Anthony Anderson have? Does he do some writing too?
Yes, he does the writing. I believe him and King of Bears created the TV show together.
Oh, you know what? He did say that in the interview.
Yes, right. And it comes from the narration of him raising his son and also King of Bears raising his family in this new world of being established. So, yes, that's where that comes from.
Cool. So,
which again is still relatable, even if you're not established. Like
but I like I said in the the past couple episodes when we did the Black AF, I was like, I just like to see black people in that light in regards to like Anthony Anderson.
Yes.
And I haven't seen it, but I could just I mean I've seen episodes here and there, but I just like the representation that I see on that.
Yes.
Versus, you know what I'm saying? This seems real cool. Like, I did get a wind of like their shoe fetish. And
yes, which I've always said my dad is just as equal.
Yeah.
Like no, yeah. Just don't worry about the kids. I need to get.
I need a pair of shoes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, that relatable, and then the whole thing of like trying to just balance out raising your kids, but not letting them forget where you yourself come from.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So yes.
I love it.
Me too.
I'm gonna have to binge watching Pete.
3 episodes a day should be fine. Your brain's not gonna turn to mush. You might even get inspired or creative. It's like a really good show.
30 minutes.
I
should be able to do that.
And you have Hulu, I heard, so you might want to take advantage of that.
I've been paying Hulu for like a year and a half.
You never watch anything on there?
Let me tell you. Well, so I was doing an internship. Shouts out to WJCT when I was in school, and I had to do some research on a podcast I was working on. And shouts out to Lindsay Kilbride. And one of the episodes that we had to research was only on Hulu.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, cool. Let me just sign up for Hulu, and then I would like go on there to do the research, but I'm so busy working.
Yeah.
And I'm like, darn, like all these other shows on there, and it's like I saw like 15 other shows that I need to watch. I'm like, God, I just need to sit down. So that Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, I got all that stuff. And
because of you, I have Disney Plus.
Are you enjoying it?
I am.
All right, cool.
I watched.
So, was
it The Empress New Groove? I'm such a child.
No, but it's, I feel like inspiration it comes with watching those type.
It
of
is
movies.
magic.
Huh?
I say it is magic. Because Eartha Kitt is like the best of that cartoon.
Yeah, so I'm gonna jump on it. But it's on Hulu, all the shows, right?
Yes, all the shows are on Hulu.
Cool.
So yes, if you don't have a Hulu,
I'm on it, y'all. I know somebody probably cussing like, man, why you ain't watched that Blackish yet? And I didn't. I did say that Blackish was on the same time as Empire.
Yes, it was.
So I went the Empire route.
Look at that. Okay.
Same.
You didn't even finish Empire.
I didn't.
Okay. People make choices, and I know it's hard to split between the culture or what you want to watch when there's 2 black TV shows on.
I know.
The one that's winning like all the way.
I was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I can get a little bit of slack because it was a 2-show type of thing.
Right.
But I think if I would have analyzed a little bit more, I probably would have like.
I wonder who made that decision.
For what?
To put them like on at the same time.
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question. Maybe they thought it was some type of.
Maybe I feel like if you have kids, you'll watch this versus if you don't have kids, you'll watch that, which is not what happened. So, I mean, people were watching Empire at one point.
But it seemed like it should have been like a Thursday show anyway, like Blackish. More family-ish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just seemed like Thursdays is like the family show.
I think Modern Family and something else was like on with Blackish, so they probably like trying to blend it in with other people.
I gotcha. Yeah.
So yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Just going down the line of some other things that he has done. He played in Law and Order, which is one of my favorite seasons. Was when he was on there. He was kind of like the icy, like, okay, he did it. But it was just like him and like another guy. But yeah, they was really good on that.
We finally. Hold on.
Yes.
Was everybody that we talked about on Law and Order at some point? Whoopi Goldberg was on Law and Order.
Yes, she was.
Queen Latifah was? No.
I don't think so.
Marlon. No. Okay. Cool. All right.
2 Chainz was.
Who?
2 Chainz.
Oh, Law and Order? What?
SVU on top of that too. For like 5 minutes. It was him eliminated in the interrogation room. What I see.
Look at 2 Chainz.
Shout out to live being surrounded by rappers.
I know, right? Ludacris is on there.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you see the John Henry movie?
I did not.
Okay.
It wasn't that.
So, we just rooting for Black. And even if it was like the worst movie ever, it was definitely like in my Netflix top 10 for like a good 4 days. So it's like Black Magic. Like, it's not the best movie, but you're up here.
Okay.
I do.
Shouts out to
like,
Terry. Well, that's Terry, right?
I think we're mad at Terry Crews.
No. I was about to say, shouts out to Terry Crews for like putting himself in that. No, for putting himself in that situation that he's in right now.
He keeps doing that.
I'm very sarcastic when I say shouts out to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he keeps putting himself in those situations.
Mm-hmm.
Take away his phone. Make him put him in timeout. Make him read to himself.
But see, I don't think that's timeout. I mean, the way that he's talking, I feel like that's a cancellation. Like,
oh, his mind is already set.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's too deep into that.
I mean, his wife is like, Terry. Again.
Yeah, straight up.
I can't keep going. Again, Terry.
Yeah.
So yes, he also played in Me, Myself, and Irene. Shout out to Jim Carrey. He's invited to the Freedom Barbecue.
Because he'll do something for us. Use that privilege, my son.
Yes. Yeah. Were you gonna? Well, did you want to play that now or?
What, the clip?
Yeah. Well, that's about Blackish. But the clip is about creating Blackish with him and King of Bears.
Yeah, he did. Now, in this interview, shouts out to Talib Kweli.
Shout to him. I always get humble when I watch his stuff.
Yeah. You know what? he made a mention about his Twitter. Like, when I follow him on Twitter, and I'm just like, God, he's going. He said that he was going off on, like, somebody for, like, a month. I'm like, damn.
That means you woke up with intention.
Yes. Like, this dude is like, he's really about this. But, like, I love Talib Kweli's podcast. I love it. And I love the conversation that him and Anthony Anderson was having there.
And one time he interrupted somebody. You know what he said? Forgive me for interrupting your wisdom. I say, this guy here. Who says that? Only him.
Talib, yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to be in that. Like, he's one of the type of people that need to be in that role.
Yes.
As far as, like, being a correspondent.
Yeah.
And being somebody for the people. And then he understands it, like, because his family comes from an education aspect of it. So that plays a role in it. And then you can just tell that he did, like, all his research on Anthony Anderson.
He did.
Like, all of it. I mean, anybody he interviews, he... Research, yeah. So I love it, man.
Yes, roses to him.
Yeah, straight up.
Talked about that. And then we pushed all that to the side, and then we just started talking about our personal lives. Mm-hmm. Kenya is from Inglewood. Mm-hmm. I'm from Compton. Mm-hmm. Both of us are first generation successful. Mm-hmm. Both of us are the only African-American families that live in our respective neighborhoods.
There's the story.
You know, mm-hmm. Both of our families are the few black families at the private school that our children attend. Mm-hmm. And so we just talked about those things, and he was sharing his stories with me, and I'm sharing my stories with him. Like, my son, not only was he the only chocolate drop in his class, he was the only chocolate drop in his grade.
Right, fly boy in the buttermilk.
Exactly, for 3 years.
Only Tylee played sibling.
For 3 years, he's the only chocolate drop around. There are others around, but in his class and in his grade. So every time he moved up someplace, he was the only one.
During your interview.
So we talked about that, and you know, what we put in the pilot was part of the story of my son talking to me about, you know, him not, actually came to my sister-in-law and said he didn't feel black.
Oh, damn.
You know, and I understood where he was coming from because of all of my hard work that we have done. Mm-hmm. You know, we're in the suburbs. We're the only black family. There's another black family down the street in our neighborhood. He sees what's going on around him in the world with black youth, and that's not happening to him.
Right.
He sees how my brother and my brothers, my sisters, and my family are still in the hood in Compton and Watts. That's not his reality. So, you know, he was like, yo, he felt less black. And I'm like, yo, this is your black experience.
Right.
And because
Right.
this is your black experience, and because you're not experiencing those things, doesn't make you any less black than who you are.
Mhm.
And I was like, son, I looked at him and I said, yo, I'm a nigga.
Right.
I was like, you're a nigga. And I was like, and unfortunately, one day it's going to be thrown in your face how much of a nigga you really are.
That's right.
And hopefully I've given you and equipped you with the tools to deal with that when that happens.
Right.
My son looked at me and said, I get it, Dad.
Yeah.
For my 13th birthday, can I have a bar mitzvah?
That
And I
was
looked
the
at
first episode was about that. Yeah.
Bro mitzvah.
He said so much in that because it's so, like he said, like the first generation of wealth.
Yeah.
And now, like, the narration has changed. But you still have to have those conversations with your kids
Yeah.
about what is possible to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sound like, I mean, yeah, I remember going through that stage with my son, man. And I mean, I'm not saying I was just like this wealthy person, but I mean, we was in a better situation than I was.
Right.
So, I mean, even if it's like a small inch to it, like, you still have to, like, explain that to them and make them understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for them to be aware of it. Like when he said, you know, I'm still a nigga. Like,
Yes,
like that was, yeah, like it's still, it was dope for him to say that, you know what I'm saying? And put it into perspective. See, stuff like this makes me want to, like, go back and watch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
Black-
he narrates that a lot in Blackish because, like I said, it's him being a father, but it's also him trying to balance out to his kids that, yes, we are wealthy, but at the same time, I used to struggle.
Yeah.
But it's like when you grow up wealthy and believing, it's like, how, you used to struggle, like how? That's like ancient stuff to us because we have everything we wanted.
Right.
So, you know.
And I mean, from him being from Compton, you know, of course we think, you know, when we hear Compton, we're thinking about NWA. Yeah. Yeah, we think about all that. We think about everything that we see in regards to that. Black Panther, K-Dot, you know, Quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff, anything in California when it comes to being black, you know what I'm saying? It's like this strong representation of being black and the struggles and the misfortunes and all that stuff. I mean, you think about Watts riots and all that stuff. So for
Rodney King.
Yeah. So you think about all that and then see somebody like Anthony Anderson, you know what I'm saying, speak like that.
Yeah.
It's cool to have that pride like that.
And being like the first generation to just be like, okay, this is what I am going to do. And like you said, he was like in so many roles that we like overlook sometimes because it's like, oh, that's just Anthony Anderson.
But a lot of those roles that he was in, he was basically the only black guy in it. For me, for the most part. I mean, outside of like Life and maybe a couple other things, but
right. Yeah, Me, Myself, and Irene. Agent Cody Banks. I remember that. Transformers, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I didn't know he was like a stand-up comedian. I thought he was just an actor.
Yeah, that story was pretty interesting.
Yeah, he did make it.
Yeah, with him and Guy Torre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, and Barbershop.
Yeah, the Barbershop, yes.
That's my.
I forgot that he was in Departed too.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Oh man, that's
Is
good.
it good?
Oh man, that's a good movie. Yeah.
I'll find it somewhere.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Maybe I did. I didn't know this was him. Oh, and Cradle to the Grave, which again I already thought was like a Romeo Must Die if Aaliyah was here, part 2.
That's what
Everybody
I thought.
was in there.
That's what I thought it was too.
Except
I mean, it might as
Gabrielle
well.
Union was the leading lady, but yeah.
That's what DMX was up.
Law and Order.
Oh yes.
All right.
Let's get to it.
So, Cradle to the Grave was Gabrielle Union, Anthony Anderson, DMX, and Jelly. Jelly and DMX are not connected right now. This out there. But Anthony Anderson with Gabrielle Union had a whole entire love scene with Tyler Perry on Mr. Deeds. Was it is it Good Deeds or Good Deeds? Yes, Good Deeds. Yes. There we go.
Is this number 3 for us? As far as the connections?
I think so. I still got one more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Episode 10. We're releasing them all.
We are.
We are releasing them all.
But yes, I loved his character on Barbershop when he was trying to like move the ATM machine. guy went down the stairs. He wouldn't move.
When
That was so funny.
you might have, I forgot the movie where is it him and Tay Diggs?
Oh, Malibu Most Wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister loved that movie. What was he doing on it? Did he like jump off at the hood or something?
He was shoot. He might have been like he kind of been. He might have been a correspondent of the hood.
Okay, that makes sense.
Kind of like trying to be of the hood.
Yeah.
To like I guess impress the white guy that was on there.
Okay.
It was him and Tay Diggs. Yeah, they was acting like they was like from the hood, but they really wasn't.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Just going down. See. Oh, he was in Life.
Yep.
Yes. One of my favorite movies, which I would watch probably because I am an animal lover, was a movie called See Spot Run. And he was like a post office worker, and like they had like found the dog, and the dog was like a police officer dog. It was really funny.
Yeah. Okay.
David Arquette was in it. It's really old, but it's funny.
He said, well, in this interview I was listening to, he said he was in like Kangaroo Jack. I was like, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I didn't watch that though.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, but I was like, I don't remember him being in it.
I think it's like clips of it.
Yeah.
I remember that, but I don't remember like the whole movie. So yes, after Life, he played in. Wait, I'm sorry. One more thing. He played in My Baby Daddy.
Yeah.
With Eddie. I can't think of his name.
Eddie.
Oh my gosh, Malcolm and Eddie. Shoot. Don't cancel me.
Oh
no.
Damn.
What's his last name?
I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about Eddie.
I just sent you a clip when he was an undercover brother. Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin. Yeah.
Oh, and Method Man. But yes, he was on that.
Mhm.
Which, that was 2004. But I feel like that could still be Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Father's Day stuff.
I guess. And then from there, he did he was in Big Mama's House.
He was a cop.
He was.
He was a cop, yeah.
Right. Okay. And then if you want to play Tyler Perry again.
Oh, wow, really?
So yes.
He was in a Tyler Perry movie?
No, this is what happened. So after Life, that was in 1999, he did Kingdom Come, 2001. That was a whole line of people. A really good movie. But connected with Whoopi Goldberg. And Whoopi Goldberg did the movie was directed by Tyler Perry, Nobody's Fool.
Yep.
Tiffany Haddish? Yeah. Did you watch that?
Yep.
My sister told me to watch it, but I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
She was like, it's really like for Tyler Perry, it's like very like X-rated, as you say, raunchy. I was like, Tyler Perry? She was like, yes. So, and someone pointed out that lately Tyler Perry's been really gangster with his mouth, just saying like cuss words left and right.
Because he probably fed up, man. I mean, people be talking about him.
There's no more Medea. That's why.
What? Why people?
Why he just saying anything now? Well, I had a conversation with a friend, and we were talking, and she was saying like most of the time when his plays came out, it was mostly church people buying them. But then after as time progressed, I think when it's like Medea's funeral, like the movie, I think he was playing like another character, but like he was like cursing or whatever, and she was like, that seems like unusual for him. And I was like, I guess you haven't seen Black AF because it was definitely
right.
I don't give a. So yes, yeah, I thought about that too. I was like,
that makes sense. I'm sitting here thinking like that makes sense. I mean,
yeah, he used to not have like a potty mouth.
Yeah.
But he really, I think church people just clinged on to him. I don't really think that it was his plays directly towards people who go to church.
Because he's such like a.
But I do remember
like, he's so uplifting, like.
Because even like in his plays, like when he quote Bible scripture, they just be horribly wrong. Just wrong. So I don't know. I guess it was a whole just relating to women.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. But I mean, you know, most black women are in church.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That can be, yeah.
And he did mention prayer and God. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anytime you mention praying God, when it come to black folks, boy,
we're all in.
They will, yeah. They be like, yeah, we're gonna say a prayer.
Right.
They move stuff.
Everything's moved.
Listen, they move everything and be like, Father God,
yes.
in the name of Jesus. That's how it is.
Amen. It's like, wait, before we keep going.
Okay.
So we have to give just a shout out to, we're talking about prayer, to Kurt Franklin and Fred Hammond. Thank you, sir.
Man.
I appreciate it. Because I grew up in the church and I'm still in the church. But every song, I was like in my room just singing along. And I just thought about like the church programs, the praise dances. I was like all in. My mom kept me in everything.
It was so crazy because when I knew it was on, I'm like, I was like,
here we go.
yeah. But then as soon as I heard it, it jumped on. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, it brought a lot of like energy. It just brought like a happy feeling.
Yes.
So it was dope.
Some people were naming the artists that were not there. I mean, you know, it might have been a while for them. Someone was like DJ Hatton, and I was like, he's nowhere. It's nowhere in the room.
Talking about not in the live, or
people like
talking about in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat. I was like, that's not him.
Who else was they mention?
Well, I think people thought that maybe that was DJ Hatton, Fred Hammond, or Kurt Franklin.
Oh gosh.
I mean, Kurt Franklin and Plies do look alike, but
yeah, that's Plies' uncle.
It has to be
straight up.
Like if Plies got saved, I mean, there's nowhere to go except for Kurt Franklin's house. Yeah.
To church.
So yes, thank you guys for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. I was like, I know this song. It's still in my spirit. I still know the words.
And you sung every word to
I
it.
did.
Yeah.
I was a big Fred Hammond fan. I still am, but yeah, he just like does stuff like off the record. Like they said, they were like integrating. Like, I remember when Kurt Franklin first came out, they were trying to figure out if this is Christian music or not, because it was like so uplifting and so upbeat, and yeah.
Talking about Kurt?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Like all the Christians was mad about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, they just, it's
different.
Yeah. But people can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Like people's very, excited to hear something new, but it still was like this spiritual growth or sound.
Right.
It still was like, okay, we still gonna keep it contemporary, but at the same time too, let's throw a little hip to it,
And then he said, "Do y'all want a revolution?" And then from there.
Yeah, straight up.
I was like, okay, we can't put you in contemporary. Where can you go?
And then Kurt Franklin makes like a gang of music.
Yeah.
And he's one of the
and invited everybody.
Yeah. Invited everybody. Like,
everybody.
Come on.
Yeah.
Him and Fred just seemed like they was having a great time.
They did. Yeah. It was nice for them to actually like be together instead of that whole Wi-Fi issue. So yes. I wonder if they're gonna continue versus. Well, they probably have to because there's something else we have.
We ain't had one in a minute though.
We haven't. They probably have to reach out to people. We might be running out of people.
No, it's a gang of people.
Culture. Not everybody should do a versus battle. I'm just saying. Some people I only know 2 or 3 songs.
I mean,
I'm just saying. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I mean, yeah.
You know, mom was like Brownstone could do one, but it would only be me singing along. So.
And my mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My mama love Brownstone.
I did too.
Who would Brownstone go against?
I don't know. That's the one.
Johnny?
Yes. That one album.
That one album.
Song for song.
Yep.
They will win over the their voicemail intro. Because that used to be everybody's. They're like, we'll get back to you.
Yep.
That was like everybody's voicemail.
They can play that and they can kill that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a couple people they can be a part of it.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes. Yeah, everything I think he did. I didn't watch Beats yet. That's on Netflix. My sister.
That came out like last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one that he was like helping a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a hustle and flow situation.
Hustle and flow, yeah.
But I think when I watched the preview, like you watch a preview, but like I'm not ready for that right now. That's what I was like. I feel like I'm gonna end up crying in this whole thing, so I'm good.
I know.
Cause like the boy is like I think like his sister passed away. I'm not giving anything away, and then like he's like stuck in his room, and the only way that he can like feel free is like through music.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Hamilton is trying to like push him outside of his room.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like,
My brother hit me up as soon as it came out. I guess he had watched it.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Yo, gotta watch it." And I was like, he probably told me that because I'm a producer. And,
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, the relations of it. But it just seemed like one of them type of movies where I'm like, I have to watch this
You
one.
know,
I'm
deep
just,
in your feelings.
yeah, man. Especially now, I'm just like, I gotta find like
Yeah.
a really good like comedy movie, and
Hmm.
I mean, I can go watch a bunch of these Anthony Anderson movies.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. Yeah, Blaine Jane saw Beats before I did. She was like, it's really good.
Yeah.
And I saw it for you. I was like, okay, it's in my list.
Yeah, I hear
Can't
people
do it
talking about it.
today.
I hear people talking about it all the time, like as far as that show, that movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I need to watch Blackish. That's what probably I need to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to
One of my
watch Blackish.
faves.
Yeah.
Did you want to do your clip from Transformers?
No. What is? Well, let's do the clip from
Okay. Sorry, guys. We're all
from
over the
Blackish.
place.
Yeah, we're not. We are not all.
We
over
are
the
not
place.
all over the place.
We are here.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, guys and dolls, the main event of the evening for your entertainment and pleasure.
This is like 100-ish seconds. That's pretty dope.
What I found in
It
the
is.
garage. Your old baseball.
And you can like watch the kids growing up because they're like so much older now.
Mhm.
It's so cute.
Gotcha! Here I am. You didn't find me.
Oh,
And
that was
you are
okay.
right
That was
by
so
me.
funny.
3 times.
Whoa, son.
Yeah.
You don't want to whoop a child just before he goes to school. Crying in the car, tears all over the leather seats.
Good point, Pops. This is the unarmed guy who was selling DVDs that got tased 37 times.
Wow, is he okay?
He got tased 37 times. So, you know, he's not great. Mother, your daughter is as gay as the day is long. I'm pretty sure that I could have found a more sensitive way to say it.
No, you nailed it. Mama.
Congratulations.
Mama, please. Mama, no, listen, please, listen.
Oh, Mama,
Why do you want a gun?
Why do I
That's
want
supposed to
a
change
gun?
anything.
For protection.
Oh, and you don't feel safe enough with all the ridiculous weapons you have stashed around this house?
They're not ridiculous.
Under-counter switchblade? Shower machete?
How's that-
Blender? Nunchucks? Why? In case you get attacked while making a milkshake?
It's where you're most vulnerable.
If you all had turned out for Hillary the way you turned out for Barack,
Hold on, are you comparing Barack
That's the one
Obama
I
to
say.
Hillary Clinton?
Come on, we talking about the first black president ever. We had to come out.
don't even care that he was a Republican. Sorry? Sorry?
He was a Democrat, Charles.
And shout out to Deion Cole. He's
We
hilarious
will be
on
black
here.
out loud. Our whole family will celebrate Juneteenth.
I know where to buy strawberry soda.
And I make a mean red velvet cake.
I'll fire up the grill that loud and black enough for you.
Yep.
I'll hang up my stocking.
Oh, buddy.
That is not a word that black folks need to be using. Ever.
I want to see this episode.
I really never say it.
What?
I saw it.
Watch it.
I think it's like in season 1.
Yeah.
Like when Blackish first came out, like season 1 was like everything
Mhm.
that we dealt with, and I loved it because it was like, what else do you guys have to give us? Because it was between, I think, like whooping your child, which was one of my favorite episodes. Because Tracy Ellis Ross was for like whoop Jack for like hiding too much,
Mhm.
which is really. I don't have kids, but my nephew, when he was like younger, he would just like ran like hide somewhere, and like we couldn't find him. And when it happened on Blackish, I was like, I understand that situation. But yeah, like a lot of this stuff, like about, you know, saying the word nigga, the black bar mitzvah,
Mhm.
just have that whole like situation just being black in their community. It was like the first season, it went so hard,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, what's left? But again, we're up to season 7, so I'm excited.
And sounds like all the episodes are like killer.
They are, and they're hilarious, but it's like they're still like touching. I think like one of them was like Anthony Anderson, the dad, was like trying to tell Jack about like calling the police and not calling the police on black people.
Mm-hmm.
But then like he had to call the police on a black neighbor. But then they like all end up sitting on the curb.
Right.
It's like really deep, but it's like it make you think.
Right.
Cause that one I was like, damn, like what do you do in that situation
Mm.
when you don't want to call the police because you don't know what's going to happen?
That's cool that he wrote all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, him and Kenya Barris and Tracy Ellis Ross. I think she does like some directing on there, and yeah, they all come together and work.
It's just like their energy be so like on point though. Anthony and Tracy.
I love. Oh my gosh, they had like an episode when they were like getting a divorce. I was sad.
Oh, so they got
No,
divorced?
they didn't.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell you because you didn't watch it. Oh my god, sorry.
It don't matter because when I come to it, I'm gonna be like, I'm still gonna be shocked. Like,
yes, it was like a 3-part. Yeah, I was like all in the TV. I was like, what's going on with my family? I don't.
Damn, really?
But it was like really, really good because it was like really real. To like I've never been married, but to see like that situation, I was like, okay, maybe this is why marriages don't work out, because it was like one disagreement and then it's like we don't talk about it, we don't resolve it, end up being something bigger.
Right.
Yeah, they were like living in separate homes and everything.
Damn.
It was really good. Well, it was funny, but it was like, this isn't funny.
Well, what season is this like?
I think like season 5 or season 4. It was really good.
So basically, they worked it out, and
yes, but it took like a lot. Like I said, it was like a 3-part. I was like, I don't think my family's getting that together.
Wow. Okay.
Made me nervous.
Is he married in real life?
Yes, he's married in real life. I think he's been married for like over 10 years, from what I saw. And then of course Tracy Ross, which I love. She is not. She doesn't have any kids either.
I thought the boy. No, that's Diana Ross's boy.
Yes,
okay.
He's married.
She had no kids.
And I love it. She said kids do not define her. She is enjoying her life.
I'm not mad at all. I think it's great that she doesn't have kids or even married. I mean,
I love it, of course, because I don't have any kids, and people are always like, "When are you? Stay out of my area." I can't say what I normally say.
I'm laughing because I indirectly like saw him move.
That's why I tell people like get out of my stuff. Like
but the way that the head action.
And I don't
don't.
I don't understand why y'all asked me about my timeline.
Right. Oh man, that was awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I just and I asked that question because I was, because that stuff plays a role in like what he does. You know what I'm saying, or what a person does.
Yeah, because she plays a good mother.
Yeah, she was a great mother. But I mean, it's just cool for the dynamic to be like, okay, Anthony Anderson is like married with kids.
Yeah.
And then Tracy is like.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like Tracy. So it's for them to be working together on that aspect. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So yeah, they make a wonderful team.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yes.
He's funny too.
He is.
This other clip is like long. Well, it's not long. Shit, I let the other clip play.
Sure.
I let the 2-minute clip play. This is my favorite clip on Transformers when he was on Transformers.
Okay, Maggie, look. Let me break it down to you how it's gonna happen. They gonna come through that door and be good cop, bad cop. Don't fall for that, all right? That's why they fool. So they put the plate of donuts out here to test your guilt. If you don't touch it, you're guilty. I ate the whole plate. The whole plate.
Does that mean he's guilty?
No, it means he's not guilty.
Oh, okay.
They walk through that door, you don't say nothing.
She did it! She's the one you want! Alright, I was just sitting at home watching cartoons, playing video games with my cousin, and she came in there. Alright? Hey, I am not going to jail for you or anybody else. I have done nothing bad my entire life. Hey, man, I'm still a virgin. I downloaded a couple of thousand songs off the internet. Who has it? Who has it?
Glenn, shut up!
No, you shut up! Don't talk to me! Don't talk to me, criminal!
All those donuts.
Sugar rush.
This is not his fault.
See, so can I go home now? Oh, okay.
But just listen to me. Okay, whoever hacked into your military system downloaded a file, all right? It was something about someone named Witwicky and some government group, right? Named Sector 7. You have to let me talk to Defense Secretary Keller before you go to war with the wrong country.
And they always talk about Tyrese being in Transformers, but they never bring up Anthony Anderson was also in.
Because he had that random part, it was. I mean, I guess the C part.
Yeah.
You know, you have A roll, B roll, C roll. So he was C roll.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a really good part, though. I mean, Tyrese was like in and out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Tyrese making that money though.
Okay.
I mean, Fast and Furious.
Well, you know what happened with that. He kept coming at The Rock.
But is he on a new one though?
I don't know.
I think.
I didn't hear anything else about
I mean, nevertheless, he was on it from
Listen.
one. From one to what? Probably 6 or 7.
Yeah.
That's still money.
But if the directors decide to pick Idris Elba over Tyrese, I have no problem with that.
Oh, that's what the issue was with
No.
it?
Well, no.
Mm.
Well, you know, they did like who is that? Jason Statham and The Rock did like their own spinoff of the Hobbs and Shaw.
Mhm.
And that's why Tyrese was upset because he was like, this is not Fast and the Furious.
Mm.
And then he kept coming at The Rock.
Right.
And then The Rock was like, hello, I'm picking up millions in one hand. I'm not time to argue with you.
Right.
So,
Good old Tyrese. Yeah. But yeah, so Anthony.
What else do you want from me?
Right. So yeah, he made he had those like small roles, man, in these like big movies.
Yeah.
So for him to
have his own show.
And like, you know, Blackish, that's honorable.
Yes.
That's honorable. Especially like to do the writing part about it and
I think maybe some directing.
Mm-hmm.
I like how black creatives are like trying to keep everything within the circle. Cause like it's just saying like Insecure, like Lawrence like directed an episode, and it's like I bet she's like, you want to direct something? Sure, why not? Here you go. Yeah. Or even like with King of Bears, it's like, hey, Tracy Watts, you want to direct this? Here you go. Like, I'd be like, you want me to do what?
That was cool. So what you say? Carrie did the last episode, Insecure.
Yes.
Which one did Tasha do? Natasha, I forgot her last name. The one that hates Trump. She be on.
She did the one before that one.
Okay.
Yeah, she did the one where Lawrence and Issa was like dating, like going out to eat, and it was like all about them. She did that one, which is.
I didn't know Molly was a comedian.
Oh, did you see her stand up?
No, I haven't seen it.
Shout out to her, hilarious.
Really?
Made me
I want to watch
completely.
it, man. Yeah, I want to watch it.
Again, relatable.
I did not know she was a comedian though. I was like,
I knew, but I didn't know she was like. She's really good. Not because she is on HBO, because people were like, well, you know, they only give her a special. No, that's not why. She's like really funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, to go back to what you're saying, yeah, it's definitely cool to see that these people had these shows, and they're like, this show is directed by this person. This show is directed by this person. It's pretty dope, man.
I love it.
I wonder, does Anthony Anderson, does he have any ties to Black AF? Like as far as writing credits or anything?
I'm not sure, but I can look it up. And while I'm looking that up, also, Blackish is always giving tributes. They did a Prince tribute. The Juneteenth tribute. What else did they do? Oh, they did one about natural hair. That was Jill Scott was in that one again with Tyler Perry.
Again with Tyler Perry. But wasn't she on? Oh, she played in the Tyler Perry movie. 2 of them.
Why Did I Get Married? 1 and 2. Her husband was so disrespectful in the first one. Just nasty. You can't walk. What? So angry.
Was he on? No, he wasn't on there. I'm sorry. I started thinking.
What?
I was trying to find out a back movie that he did. The guy, the husband.
Oh.
But I can't think of that.
He was on something. And you know what? He was just as dirty. Oh, The Last OG. No, that wasn't him. That was Malik Yoba. He was dirty too. You might get him confused. Can't remember. Whatever Malik Yoba is in, he's always end up being like a snitch, or he doesn't make it to the end. Yeah. I don't think the other guy did too. But yes, I don't see where they're connected, but I'm sure.
I'm sure it's connected.
There had to be some connection because they're friends. Yeah.
I was just wondering about that. Is this the season for Anthony Anderson to be, to be like that producer, writer, or whatever?
Right. Yeah.
Because most artists or most like actors and stuff. I mean, it's just like artists too. You know what I'm saying? When you have a rapper.
Yeah.
They merge into like DJing, producing, A&R, that type of stuff. So I was just wondering if this was his season of doing more things.
Yes.
But I mean, shoot, Black is just big.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Like it actually is. Was it syndicated?
Mm-hmm.
Where like you could just come on like a random channel and it's on.
Oh,
and that's how I knew that they made it. Cause I was like, this is on BET at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
This is on TBS.
That's how I catch some of them shows. Like when I just cut the TV on.
Yeah.
It just be on. I'm just like, all right, cool.
I said, oh, we made it. Like
Yeah.
I'm with them, but so yes, NAACP Image Awards, winner for actor in a comedy series, Blackish. They won 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020,
Yeah.
2015, 2016.
Rack up.
He actually got nominated for Law and Order 2011.
Okay.
Shout out to him, because again, I think people look that over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, his story that he was talking about at the beginning of the Talib Kweli interview, which I referenced to everybody. Like, please go watch that one, man.
It's really
like,
good.
It's very good. Like, I felt like when I watched that one, I was like, I don't really need to like watch nothing else. I was like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, because it was just very
barbershop talk, conversation.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No pun intended.
No.
Because he was in it.
My mixtape is coming out, I promise.
Mixtape. Glue. Yeah.
Yeah. But like you said, like if you can catch it, it's really good. So, you want to do your takeaways?
Takeaways. I mean, I need to watch Blackish. I think you do. I mean, this is like
next
the
time you give
third
somebody
episode.
flowers, it's gonna be Mr. Alpete that watched everything they're on. Just saying. Just putting it out there.
Fred, I have no argument with that. I have no argument with that. But yeah, I definitely need to watch it because I feel like it's a great. I feel like the balance that I would need in regards to African Americans. Period.
Yes.
I feel like the balance that I would love to see would be Blackish.
When you say that, I think about I was just been watching Mad Men, and it was like in like the 1960s, and they had to still cover like the shooting of Martin Luther King and like the riots and the protests, and I was like, we never have like a background of us just being happy. But when you say like the balance, I think it would be like Blackish, where we are just enjoying seeing each other on TV.
Yeah. Because I think in our culture, it's very rare and difficult for us to see us on TV in a cool manner.
Yes.
We haven't. To me, I feel like I haven't seen that type of energy since like the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Like the Cosby, like you was gonna laugh at the same time too. Like you was gonna get educated.
Yes. And
I think that's the balance that I would like for more of my African American people to get in.
Yeah. It's okay to laugh.
Yeah, like I mean, and even for me, because I'm very stern. I was called abrasive. I won't get into
Excuse us? What do they call us? Do you know who you
No. They call me.
Oh.
Me abrasive. But I'm playing it, yeah. But I mean, I can imagine other people calling us that.
Right.
And then maybe that might be the reason why it was triggering as hell.
Right.
When it happened to me.
Yeah. I
you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like people treat us as such and they look at us as such.
Right.
Well,
Especially when we're just trying to express what we want or need.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, so yeah, I need to watch it because I feel like it's going to be one of those balances. I need that balance. I need to be able to laugh with my people, but at the same time too, we walk away with understanding like each other and loving one another. That's all. Yeah,
it's a family show, and like you said, it's Black people just trying to make it and get along. And again, I think our past of what we have overcome will always be a narration of our story. So,
unfortunately.
I would say it again for the people who are upset about the statues coming down. I don't understand. It's still going to be a part of history. We can still tell you about it.
Yeah. So. I mean,
just me going on a rant, but I'm just saying.
Well, if that's the case, you take down the statue. Might well just take down a whole damn pole. Just take the pole and take everything
Do
out
you
of
mind if we could just clean everything
that's what I'm
up?
saying. If you're going to do it like that, just clean the whole shit out.
The whole thing. I agree. But yes, the black is your balance.
Yeah, that's my balance.
Because again, they talk about black people living in America and the whole, Juneteenth and calling the cops and all that stuff. But again, there's the comedy sense of it because we're not always like black and angry. We do have comical moments.
Exactly. Yeah. We're just like any and everybody else. Like,
we are.
And that goes back to my humanity speech.
Yes, which I love.
Yeah, we're humans at the end of the day.
Yes.
So we just had different ways of cooking chicken. I mean, we all want to be loved.
Yeah.
We all want to be appreciated, but we have different ways of doing everything. But it doesn't have to put this like identification on us or like separate us because we want to eat chicken differently. We might season it a little bit harder, or
we don't want your raisins.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. But that's what y'all do.
Yeah.
We got what we do. Y'all got the raisin salad. We got potato salad.
Yeah. But I don't think nobody wants your raisins. But okay.
No.
Okay.
It'd be like with carrots and stuff.
Why? I didn't ask for a salad. Not this salad.
Listen. Give me some good potato salad with some damn seafood in it.
We're good. Yeah.
Good.
I appreciate that.
So that's my takeaway. What you have any friend?
Yes. My takeaway is dear ABC, please do not cancel after season 7.
Is it set in Entertainer on there too?
No, he has his own show.
No, I'm talking about on ABC.
No, he's on CBS.
CBS, okay,
yes.
cool.
I'm rooting that it just continues to at least give us 9 seasons.
I want them to tell us that they wanted.
Yeah, that too.
That they want. Yeah,
I might be being selfish.
I mean, yeah. But if it is, I would like for them to tell us, not ABC canceling.
Right.
Like I want it to be like, okay, our story has been told.
But I still listen like Jack and Diane like grow up, and because like after like you get like to me because I watch it like you just get like so attached to like them growing up. Because if you look at season 1 and season 6, like Diane, which played in the movie Was It Little, with Issa Rae. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you just see like this wonderful girl or woman just like grow up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like now she's like her own movie, like the youngest producer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just like just want to be in that family.
Right.
But yes, family is good. Like I said, it's good to have a different narration of Black culture and of Black experience.
Yeah, sure.
And I appreciate that. It's okay. We don't have to. We know we were slaves. We know.
Yeah.
We know.
At the same time, too, it's cool for our Black people to have, to make their money.
Yes.
Like respectfully.
Yes, because y'all put The Help at #1 on Netflix, but y'all was mad when it came out. I don't know who was mad, but I know Viola Davis was like, people are very upset that she played that role, and she regretted it. But not everybody's watching it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because now y'all want to be woke. And
yes.
I don't get it. I said, well, who's watching it?
Listen, friend, if you ever want to press that button, feel free.
Is it up here?
It's the top.
Okay.
Yes. Try it.
Okay,
go
thank
ahead.
you.
So whenever you feel like pressing this, come for
What's going on? Like, how y'all being educated by this? This has been going on for years.
Yeah.
Okay. This is when I got my back. I don't get like some stuff like I guess like white people like educating themselves on stuff that we have been telling them forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like books are going like off the shelves about Black people. Mm-hmm. I'm right here. Just conversate with me.
Yeah, straight up.
I can tell you.
And there's like levels of like conversations you can have with, like you can go to the homie on the street, all the way to a Black CEO.
Right.
Just have a conversation.
A conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure out of all those levels of people that you can talk to, they're willing to have a conversation with you.
I'm sure that's a common story.
They'll ride you through the hood. Or,
yeah.
Hey, let's go have lunch. Especially me. Like, I'd be like, look, let's go have lunch.
Yeah. So these are my issues.
These are the issues. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. That's me and my rant. That's why I didn't want to talk in the beginning.
It's fine. I mean, it's...
I just don't get it. I was like, y'all watching The Help? Well, like, what kind of clarification do you need?
Yeah.
We were maids.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah. So yes, we will celebrate.
listen, friend, it's cool. I mean, it's part of the climate, man. It's part of the climate, and then I love the fact that this go round that, you know what I'm saying?
It's me ranting.
I mean, well, that too. I mean, yeah. Well, with that, like, you plus everybody else,
right? Yeah.
Like, it's a big old "I told you" shit show going on right
now. It really is, because again, all you had to do was press play. It's like it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Darleman just keep showing his face on CNN.
Right.
He looks so tired.
He looks a bit, yeah.
I can't have him to speak for the black people.
And he's like, look, I don't know what else. Like,
right, I can't say anything else.
Yeah. Shots out. Damn.
Take a nap, darling, we got it.
Yeah. We good.
Okay.
So I think that's it, friend.
I think so.
Listen, I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if you come back this next episode and it be about what's fresh for the culture.
I would not be surprised either. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Jesus Christ. You said what?
Nicki Minaj had a song with Tekashi. I think it comes out at midnight. Y'all called him a snitch, and now y'all, I don't get it. All right, we're finna go. Okay. So yes, we may have a what's fresh in the culture. I might be actually recording for underneath the table, just ranting for no reason.
Why?
I don't know. But yes. Thank you, friend, for taking me up on the offer of doing Flower for the Culture. I appreciate you, King. Thank you.
You're welcome, Queen. The platform is always here.
Thanks.
I'll stand up for you versus other people. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking about everything that she said, and I'm like,
Yes. Me and Miss RP only have been friends for like a year, but we feel like we've been friends forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Facebook didn't tell us like our friendversary, and I was like, I think we've only been friends for a year. So.
When it said that? Did I miss it?
Yeah, I think I did too. It was like in March.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I don't be on Facebook like that. So.
Right. So.
My apologies, man.
But yes.
We don't need Facebook to tell us about our friendship.
Don't. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, or anything else.
Right. Because,
Somehow I keep posting old stuff on Facebook, but I ain't gonna talk about it. Like 4 years ago. All right, we're done. Anything else, friend? Any announcements?
I don't have anything else, man. I mean, make sure y'all follow me, Mr. Alpete, on all the socials. Please go to mpn-llc.com. Yes. This is where you find the podcast on the podcast network. Shouts out to everybody else that's on the network.
Cool, all adults.
Yeah, man. That's I'm still just soaking in everything you said, and I'm like, I'm sure when people look at this on YouTube, they're probably like, Al is just sitting there, just looking like he's really, really thinking, and I'm like stupidly, man. Listen. I heard everything you're saying. I'm just over here like, but in my mind is like. Yeah. Going crazy right now because I'm like, Jesus Christ, thank you so much that she said it.
No problem.
Because I'm sure when we do what's fresh in the culture, I'm probably going to be doing the
same
thing.
Look, I'm in the house for 3 days. This social media and the news. I'm trying to balance both. So yes, we will be doing a fresh in the culture.
Yeah, and I've been at the house like all this week.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, yeah. So that's where you can find me at.
So you can. I uploaded myself because my co-host did. So you can find me at crownless.com. My posts or blog posts, and also the Crown Talk podcast, which I'm returning. Yes.
Returning.
Well, I took a break to work on the website.
Oh, that's right.
Put out an episode Monday.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'm trying to put that back in the rotation.
Okay, cool. I didn't know you. Well, okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But you took a break to work.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
I love it. I love
I didn't think about that, but that's pretty much what I did. Yeah.
Because I thought about it. I was like, yeah, she got to. Well, when I saw the episode come out, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about the fact.
I took a break to work. I like that.
You took a break to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're done. We will see y'all on episode 11. Oh yeah, and thank
Yay.
y'all so much
Thank you.
for making it. We made it to 10.
Mm-hmm.
We have more to come.
We appreciate it. Thank you for hitting play.
Ooh, listen,
like $89.
Huh?
$89.
89.
Yeah. Only episode 10. Well, we haven't put this out yet.
So
thank you.
Oh, so that means Oh yeah. So yeah. So we gonna be at 100 easily.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we might have released this kind of early. I don't know.
We'll see.
So we'll see for the next 10 episodes. I'm looking forward to it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I thank you all for participating and like laughing with us.
Yes, and pressing play.
That's
the important part.
Mm-hmm. All
Can't
right.
do nothing without that.
Yep.
Don't forget to give your flowers now instead of waiting till please give flowers now to whoever.
Yeah, to whoever. All right, we out, y'all.
Thank you.